Hey guys, welcome back to Hollow Knight. In the last episode, we defeated the Collector, got the Collector's map, and rescued all of the grubs, and got ourselves Grubberfly's Elegy. In this episode, we're gonna be doing something we've actually been able to do for a little bit. So as you know, we defeated all those dream bosses and got a ton of essence. In fact, we got enough essence for every reward from the Seer, which is 2,400. There might be some other rewards that I actually didn't get that I could have gotten a bit ago that I forgot about. So let's see. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the Dream Nail. The Dream Nail glows bright. It holds over 1,200 essence. Looking into it, I can see so many memories peering back at me. So many asking to be remembered. None of us can live forever, and so we ask those who survive to remember us. This is fucking Coco. Hold something in your mind and it lives on with you, but forget it and you seal it away forever. That is the only death that matters. Again, this is just Coco. Huh, so they say. Enough of that. Take this relic and come back to me with 1,500 essence. Go! So she gives us an arcane egg, one of the most pricey relics we can get. Yes, I thought so. More than 1,500 essence. The Dream Nail is close, so close to fully awakening. Continue on your path, Wielder. I know not what guides you, nor what will it is that drives you forward. Once you have collected 1,800 essence, though, I will be here waiting. Take this gift. May it grant you strength and help you to collect the essence of this world. A mask shard. Yes, the time has come. The Dream Nail, and you as well, Wielder. It is time for you both to awaken. The essence you have collected, the hope that still remains in this old kingdom. Pure potential. Let it course through you and into the Dream Nail. Hold it aloft, Wielder. Awaken. Collected the Awoken Dream Nail. The Dream Nail is upgraded. It can break into even the most protected mind. Yes. No dream can hide itself from you now. You peer into the darkest places. You just need to find the right crack. What will you do with such a power, Wielder? Whose memories will you hunt down? Do as you wish. My promise is fulfilled. May the crimes of my tribe be washed away in time, like the rest of this kingdom's. So her tribe apparently committed crimes. Gangster old lady! Okay, anyway, so yeah, now we have the Awoken Dream Nail. And yes, it's all glowy now. So even certain protected minds are now, ripe for the takens. This unlocks two very important things. Those things we won't be touching on just yet, but I will point out when we're doing something that can only be done with the Awoken Dream Nail, so don't worry. But anyway, there's still one last thing we can do now. So much essence, so bright. You truly are the Wielder my tribe so long has dreamed of. The folk of my tribe were born from a light similar to essence, similar to that powerful blade, though much brighter still. They were content to bask in that light and honored it, for a time. But another light appeared in our world, a worm that took the form of a king. How fickle my ancestors must have been. They forsook the light that spawned them, turned their backs to it, forgot it even. And so this kingdom was born from that betrayal, but the memories of that ancient light still lingered, hushed whispers of faith, until all of Hallownest began to dream of that forgotten light. But what's done is done, and so am I. The Wielder has at last appeared, and I've held the memories of my tribe for long enough. It is time for us to be forgotten too. Don't remember us, Wielder. Don't honor us. We did not deserve it. I'm sorry. Light, radiance, I remember you. And so, the seer is gone. So she talked about how there was once a light that was honored, but then another light, a worm, a king, appeared, and people turned their backs on the light and forgot it. But eventually, everyone started dreaming of it. Very interesting stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. Anyway, so now that we have the Oaken Dream Nail, and we got that, oh yeah, and what just happened, her dying gives you the Awake, Ascension achievement. Again, it's not showing up here just because I don't think those things show up automatically on the Switch version, or I already got them. Also these gates have an interesting shape. But so yeah, that was just something that I wanted to show, since we can do that. Next, I want to actually go to the Stag Nest. We've unlocked this a while ago, but I never really went and did it just because there were other things I wanted to do for the episodes. Being back in my old home, I feel the weight of my long life bearing down on me. I carry it proudly, though. Wherever I travel, the memories of my family and my kind come with me. Okay, yeah, it's always the same. So yeah, this is the Stag Nest. Lots of bells. And corpses of stags. And a vessel fragment. We have what appears to be a broken down lift. A very fast elevator. Through this cave. An empty eggshell. So yeah, with all these unhatched dead eggs, there exists one that did hatch, which leaves some hope for the stags. So, a sad but then triumphant area, I'd say. And then we end up out here in the Howling Cliffs. Ow. Yeah, it's been right here. Though, yeah, you can't get up to it until you get all of the things. Oh yeah, and that was another reason why I wanted to do the seer thing, is because what I want to do, what I want to do next may require a lot of dream gate warping, and I'm a little bit close to running short of 2,400 essence, so I didn't really want that to happen. But yeah. Oh, and then next time you talk to the stag after visiting the Stag Nest, he says, "What do you think of my home, my old home, little one? It was full of life once, stags coming and going, swapping stories of the places they'd been and the passengers they'd met. For a long time now, I've considered myself the only one remaining, the last stag. Being in the nest again, there's something in the air, a smell, or a warmth, or a presence, perhaps? Could it be other stags have made their way out into the wider world? Yes, I will hold on to that hope. My kin, still alive out there, journeying beyond these lands." And now he is renamed the Old Stag. But for me, I can never abandon the stag ways, and as long as passengers still need them. I can tell you still have important work to do. I will be your companion as long as my old body still serves. Let us enjoy the old stagways of this kingdom together a little longer. One of my favorite characters in this game, honestly. He's just so wholesome and just so good. What a guy. Alright, we're going back to the resting grounds, actually. I kind of just had my dream gate in King Station because it's a common place for me to go to. There is a certain little quest that we gotta do. So above this treasure chest, in this little, kind of crypt area, you can break this ceiling and go up here. This will bring you to a house. And quickly, I'm just going to actually unequip, well, I'll keep Dash Master on, but I want to keep Sprint Master and Sharp Shadow off for the future in exchange for Steady Body. Anyway, let's go in here. Ah, Mehon, this world, this cruel, sinful world. Why does she wake? Why does she persist? Ah, Lemire, you could not know of tragedy and as complete and as shiz. True lovers stripped apart, two worlds that could not meet. And now, me lord lover, dead so long in time, dead so far away, buried, Moina. Aye, amongst its hateful kin that did deny our union, that did reject Chiz outsideness. She doesn't suppose. Naho. Could she ask? Could she burden? Lemire, wunst you, kunst you, whomstead of, you deliver a gift to her grave. The gift is maybe small, but the trek is long. She rests among her kind near a queen's lush refuge. Would such a thing be done? She asks perhaps impossible things, mad things? For Lemire to take up such a quest would be a kindness she has near forgotten. Accept the gift? Hell yeah. We got the delicate flower. Rare bone, you grant Lemire. It will be Che's last request. After this, never shall Che lay burden on another. A sacred flower is the offering. It is a rare, delicate object, one of a kind. You must cherish it, must act as though it were your own heart. If you were to get hurt whilst carrying it, or did attempt to ride those jostling transit beasts, it would forever be destroyed. Her grave lies in the middle of the queen's overgrown estate. It is surrounded by her kind, who will not look kindly on your trespass. Take care, Lemire. My hopes I place on you, and my fervent wish that this small solace may come to pass. Dream Nailer. Ooh, Ninamu, nails and claws, why must it be so? And she tells you again where it is. This is a very interesting character, the Gray Mourner. She's very light, and as you can see, has a big ass sword. Either she really likes anime or she used to kick some ass. So anyway, this is the Delicate Flower quest, a very revered quest in this game. Given to you by the Gray Mourner in the resting grounds. She asked for you to place it at the grave of her mantis lover in the Queen's Gardens. The flower is very fragile and will be destroyed if you take damage or ride the stagways. I kind of forget if this also includes the trams. It might actually not. But yeah, so we can't get hurt once, or else it breaks. So, I'm just gonna quickly, make a little gate here, because chances are, I'm gonna fuck this up. So, charms I suggest for this. Dash Master is always nice just to make the journey a little bit less, more bearable. Grubberfly's Elegy is great for this because you don't have to get near, enemies. Anything that's related to health and healing and whatnot, you really don't have to bother with since your goal is to not get hit. Steady Body is nice, just to make platforming a little bit easier. And Mark of Pride, I mean, again, really, the goal is to only be relying on Grubberfly's Elegy. So Mark of Pride might help a little bit with that, although I'm thinking maybe, I might actually want to equip Quick Slash instead, or even Heavy Blow. Just because, basically we want to just have enemies go away. We want them to get away from me. Weaver Song might also be nice because it can kill enemies from afar, but that takes a while. And also, oh yeah, or Glowing Womb for that matter. Glowing Womb might be even better because I think the hatchlings are a bit stronger, but they also rely on your soul. But either way, that might also end up triggering an enemy you don't really want to aggro. I don't remember exactly all of the kinds of enemies that are along the route, but you know. So anyway, where we want to go is Queen's Gardens. Specifically right there. I'm just gonna put an arrow on it. Right there is where we want to go. As you can see, that is quite the goddamn journey. I'm actually gonna put a pin on it just because. But yeah, that's actually quite the goddamn journey. So we want to plan out a safe route. So let's see. Well, first off, we are gonna have to go through the crypt. And then I think we can actually take the trams. The only issue is that the Forgotten Crossroads is a bit dangerous now that it's infected. I can take this off, I think. But it is a pretty okay route. The other way would be the long way through the City of Tears, and I don't know if I want to go through the City of Tears, quite frankly. I think I can handle myself around the crossroads, so that's where I'm gonna go. So yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna record like my first travel through, and then if I die, I'll probably just cut footage up. All right, so we gotta be careful here. Yeah, Quick Slash and Grover Fly makes a very strong combo, by the way. Here we go. Out of the no-no zone. So yeah, we want to go this way. Here we are. The tram. I don't really need a rest. Away we go. And here I am, once again. Oh god. Get away from me. No. Okay. Those are honestly probably like the worst things to fight here. Grab some money. So yeah, I wanna go towards the Fungal Wastes entrance. Yeah, again, Grubber Flies is very, very recommended for doing this because it makes dealing with Bob a lot easier as well. And Jim is what I'll call the bench flies. And then the slobbering husks can be like Robert. That's a good one. And then like the one not slobbering husk, the one leaping husk that's left is Samson. I don't know. Okay. Wait, I'm not going the right way. I want to go up. Alright, good, you're dead. And if you're ever asking yourself, well, damn, why am I doing this really hard quest? Hey, at the very least, Kingdom's Edge is not at all required to enter. There's no Kingdom's Edge in this quest, meaning no primal aspids, because if you had to avoid those, it would be impossible. And oh, got the entry for Timothy. Forgot what I named him already. The infection that passes from creature to creature grants strength and courage, but also seems to enslave the will. Would you make such a bargain? Nah, I'm good. Well, then again, you have big muscles. Pretty cool. And oh, got some essence from that. Not that we really need any more essence other than for teleporting. Oh, Gome kill. I think that same thing happened last time I was in this exact room, so that's really funny. Yeah, we can also use our spells if we want, which could be nice. Oh, I'm glad I put my map down, because if I didn't notice him, I would have been mad. Alright. Been a while since we took this entrance. Alright, so now we're going to be going through this room into Fog Canyon. Very glad we have Yzma's Tear. I also suggest getting that. And also I realized that I think it might actually just be pronounced Isma instead of Yzma. I've always said Yzma just because that's how I read it the first time, but it might be Isma. But yeah. I want to bounce. This room is a little tricky. It's a little tricky, this room, without taking damage. Oh yeah, and Grubberfly's Elegy the Projectile does not actually... Okay. So we're going to return back. Oh yeah, check our inventory now. Ruined flower. It has been destroyed. It is now worthless as an object of sentiment. Because, you know, it has to be pretty in order to mean something. Oh, why? 'Tis sacred, precious, one-of-a-kind flower, ruined. 'Tis love, denied her final gift. Such suffering for Jay, such misery. She thought she could bear no more. I suppose she does have one more flower, though. But Lemaire, this one is equally sacred and equally fragile. Whereas one to accept such a quest, it must become me precious heart. Would such a thing be again tried? So yeah, even though she says it's one of a kind, she has like an infinite amount of these things. There's no sacred flower, one of a kind flower shall grant you. As she warned before, it doesn't become precious as one's heart while being held. If you want to get hurt again, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can keep retrying this as much as you want, which is nice. So I'll meet you back where I was. Oh, got the entry for Bob. The bugs of Hallownest were twisted out of shape by that ancient sickness. First they fell into a deep slumber, then they awoke with broken minds, and then their bodies started to deform. Fuck you! Fuck off! Leave me alone! Stop! God damn it. And we got the entry for the Entombed Husk. Where is he in this? I don't actually know. Mummified remains deformed and enraged by infection. Inside these shambling corpses is a bright light that pierces any darkness. I peered inside that light once and saw something within it shining back. Something terrible. More little hints about what the infection truly is. We've gotten some clues over time, and it's very interesting. We're just getting all the new entries today, aren't we? Aspen Mother shamelessly uses its own young as a weapon against its foes. Appalling, yes, but I do admire its resourcefulness. Good hunters do not always make good parents. Aww. Hunter. I don't know. Good dad. Good boy. Alright, back in this room. This ungodly room. I hate this room. Oh. Good, you're dead, ain't it, man? Alright, cool. You're dead, that's good, amen. Okay. Now, we're in Fog Canyon. A very dangerous area. But one that can actually be pretty safe as long as you just walk past things. Probably the most dangerous thing in here is going to be the charged Lumaflies. Those I can avoid though, although it's hard to attack the little boys without hitting the big boys. So yeah, we want to go this way. Actually, no. I want to go down and just go past the teacher's archives because that's a big room that covers a lot of distance with no enemies. And luckily this room, which would be very dangerous with all these guys and all the explosive bubbles around. Okay, never mind. I was thinking of a different room, I guess. And remember your shadow dash. You do have that, and that can help you a lot in certain areas. No, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not an idiot. Says the idiot. Okay. Go. Okay, yeah, we want to go down. There we go. This room is safe. And now we're getting into Queen's Gardens, which is fittingly the most challenging area that you'll have to go into for this trip, usually. Because it's got guys like this. Oh my god. Okay. Don't even want to give them a chance to attack, honestly. Because their attacks will probably end up hitting me. Okay. So the room we gotta go to isn't that far, but it's a dangerous trek. We wanna be careful. Especially when we inevitably run into Mantis Petras. Come on. Just get over here. Come on. Get in my kill range. Okay. I'll try going up from here. Definitely pays to have completed this area beforehand. Okay. Okay, up might actually be not as great of an idea because then you gotta watch your step when you're falling. And again, I hate the fact that those enemies say in their bio that they run away, even though they do the exact opposite. Alright. Here is the most challenging part. And this is why I don't suggest having Sharp Shadow or Sprint Master on. We've gone through here before, but okay, woof. It's not as long as I remembered it being. But yeah, we've been here before. Now we set down the flowers. And the mantis thanks us from beyond the grave. The traitor's child was in a relationship with the Gray Mourner. So, let's go back and tell her the good news. Le Maire? You have done this thing? Is it possible? This world's cruelty. I thought it overwhelming, but Lemaire, such great compassion, that Che's love would know her partner's heart even eon past. Is it that Lemaire, such grief can end? Che can end? Wool, ne'er, dear love, Che too can end. Everyone's just disintegrating this episode. Alright, we got ourselves a mask shard. Hell yeah. And with that, I think we've actually gotten every single mask shard. Let me just double check real quick. Yeah, nine hits of health. That is the maximum amount of health you can get in the game without any sort of upgrades through charms. So yeah, I'd say that's a pretty big achievement for this episode, really. Now that we have the maximum amount of health. And then if we throw on everything, let's see how much health we can get. Let's see, we got this. Alright, we're overcharmed, but damn! That's a lot of health. Of course, you wouldn't have this because you'd be overcharmed and take double damage. So this is the amount of health you can have. Jesus, that's a lot. But yeah. Oh yeah, before the episode ends, I kind of wanted to come back over here because there is this little area that I kept going to multiple times, thinking I had all the necessary things to get through it, but I didn't, but now I do. And I just kind of wanted to get to the end of this really quick. Cut this, and now we have, we can go from here to Queen's Gardens. And apparently I also didn't finish, oh yeah, I didn't finish the Whispering Route because I did not have, I couldn't get past here. So now I can. Now we can go and get this. And the final soul vessel. We've collected every soul vessel, and now we have 3 extra little bubbles for collecting soul. With that, we have the maximum amount of max HP, or base HP, I should say, and the maximum amount of soul we can carry at one time, making us the most, like, adept we can in the game, really. So yeah, let me just get the rest of these. And this Whispering Route, let's stream nail it. Greenkin lost, paths overgrown, dream forgotten. So yeah, basically this area seems to be like a mini lore thing where like a bunch of like greenish, like grassy creatures stopped worshipping the old light like everyone else, like everyone used to, and instead of following the Pale King, they followed Un, that big, the big dude that gave us the shape of Un. And Un may be some sort of higher being. But, yeah. Alright, and episode ending time, yeah. So with that, we have brought peace both to the Seer and the Gray Mourner. They both can finally pass on now that their duties have been fulfilled. The Seer's duties and the Gray Mourner's, like, only thing she wanted. So yeah. In the next episode of Hollow Knight, oh yeah, we also brought peace to the old stag too. So this was just a peace bringing episode. This is very nice, very wholesome episode, I'd say. So there's one last someone in this kingdom that I want to bring peace to, and in the next episode, we're finally going to do that. We're finally going to bring him peace. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.